Hello, good morning. Welcome to the 5Cs. This is Planet Head, or um, as I'm playing right now, Robert Gould Shaw, leader of the Alexandrian Ring, my new corporation. Uh, it is a work day for me, so I have no idea how long this video is going to go. On work days, I usually like to just play and have a little bit of fun, but with the new corporation, I've been kind of focused on getting that up and running and having more fun with that. Um, And I don't have a huge plan for today. I do have some notes here that I wanted to just give everybody some updates. Uh, Before I do anything and get to the tip of the day, we do have to do a word from our sponsor, the Alexandrian Ring. A new corporation means new opportunities. If you'd like to contact us at the 5Cs channel in game, or you can email me, Robert Gould Shaw, your CEO of record for now. The Alexandrian Ring. We're here for you. New corp means new opportunities. Alrighty. uh, Going forward next week, the, this is a work day, so like I said, I'm just going to be playing, but one of my goals over the weekend is to make better commercials. Um, no, I don't really care about commercials. So, just some updates. Got a new member. We'll talk about that later on. Real cool. Um, and but the tip of the day, and this is a really simple one, but I've actually found it to be a little bit nice. Um, it is in how you use your windows, and I'll just show you here in your setup. If you hit ESC, right up here it has Windows stack only stack if if Shift is pressed. So I've already got that hooked up here to show you the um, setup. So if I separate out um, my chat windows, if I try to reconnect them, they won't reconnect unless I hit Shift. Now it will reconnect. This is kind of helpful to me. I move windows around a lot, gives me a little bit more control. The game itself, if you boot it up, it is not defaulted to this. It is turned off. And if you pull things out, they will automatically click back in. So with it on, let's go back in, switch it on. I know this is a dumb little trick, but it is something that I find as a user experience a little bit nice. If I pull it off here and then try to reconnect it, it won't reconnect unless I hit the shift key. And I'm hitting the shift key right now. Now it will reconnect. So just so if that helps anybody, that's the small tip of the day. Some updates. I think the last issue did say I was able to get to all of the career mission spots and do all of the exploration missions. So now I have assets in all of those systems. 1, 2, 3. It should be every single one of these should be an exploration mission. So now I'm just kind of going around and doing a few things, doing some having some fun there. I have been working, so my playtime's been a little bit down, and working on the corporation. Standings wise, just as an update, Mr. Gould Shaw, he is a total of like 4 days old. And don't worry about that net worth. I did realize if you have Plex in your account, it will carry through for all of them. But as far as standings, I've got positive standings above 1 in Galente, Minmatar, Caldari, and in Amar. I'm down in Amar right now, working on getting those up a little bit. My goal is to get everybody up to level 3 at some point. I definitely wanted them over level 1. The rest of the way will just take a little bit of time. That'll help me to be able to mission out and do some things. And your standings will help you to, not your faction standings, but your corporation standings will help you with your markets and stuff like that. Um, I did drop some skills into exploration because that is what the corporation is going, some skill points in exploration, that is what is going to be the major focus of the corporation at the beginning as far as a whole. I think of it very similar to uh, insurance policies. If you get that, nobody wants to hear about that. You can have umbrella policies that cover a whole, and then individual spots that you're insuring things on. So as a whole, to start off, we want to focus on giving people the ability to explore. It is something that new players and old players can do no matter what within a day of skilling and have fun and explore the world of Eve. As a In each little pocket, um, I'm going to allow players to focus on, or and members to focus on whatever they want to do, so we can grow as a whole there. Um, that said, we did get a new member, my first member onto the corporation. He brought in three or two other alts. I to I will not show other corporation members' names um, on the corp unless they are okay with that. I have to learn how to blur out the screen, so he's not on today, right now. But fantastic guy. He has brought with him an expertise in running high-level, high-sec missions and going through those. And just in talking to him over the last day or so, definitely brings a lot of knowledge and understanding of the game. We've been working together on uh, planning out our next steps as the geography of the corporation, where we want to set up our first offices, and bouncing things off. He's brought a view to the game that I don't have. I don't do high level missions. I'm very interested in it, but um, and so that is something that I can handle, is helping people with the low level missions, career missions, level ones, level twos, maybe even level threes. But as a goal set, he's going to be really good for level fours and things like that, and other things. So or she, I don't know. We've been texting or emailing. Uh, you just assume, since 95% of the players in Eve are male. So, but hey, that'd be awesome. Um, that said, uh, I'm going to play the next 2 days on my time off. I only get a couple of hours in between shifts. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. But I have set up a goal for myself over the weekend to do some little tweaks to the game or the corporation. I'll update those. Um, but I do want to work on setting up our Discord for the corporation, and also how we want to organize the blueprints that we're going to be getting for the corporation. They're going to be focused on the umbrella side of it, um, uh, for exploration and being able to provide exploration ships on the cheap or for free to all new members. So we're going to be doing that for a little while. That's going to be this weekend. Next 2 days, I don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I might just take the day off and just play. Um, I do want to accumulate some ISK for the corp and myself, and I want to do some exploration. I want to have some fun. I am still scouting out areas. Um, there are private things within the corporation that we are going to keep to ourselves as far as where our offices are. I mean, it would be easy for people to figure out, but and certain other things. But I definitely want to keep these videos up and going. Um, because this is a learning experience, and these videos, this series that I'm doing right now, is trying to help people who are wanting to either join a corporation or make their own corporation and get through those baby steps of getting up and running. That said, the last video I talked about was kind of what I'm looking for in the future as far as recruitment and how to do it in a specific way. If you want to go watch that video, it's an idea that I had. I'm not going to be doing that. Myself and my court member partner, um, we talked about it, and I told him I don't want to start doing what I did in the last video for about a week or two, because I'm going to be leaving that open to people who are currently watching the videos and are interested in joining, to be able to join first, to make that base of people who have watched the videos. And it isn't a, you're first in the door, you get, it isn't that. It's more so to maybe grow the corporation with people who are of like minds, um, and are there so that whenever we do get new members, there'll be some people online that might be able to help them to answer questions and do things. This corporation is going to be all about helping other members, um, and if people aren't willing to do that, they don't need to be around. Uh, I'm not saying you have to be a teacher or a educator, but this is all going to be a positive experience, hopefully. Um, that said, uh, last part of the video today, I don't think we're going to go too long, but I did want to show you the way I'm kind of focused on, and this is the corporation part, the mechanic that I'm instituting right now to see how it works. I just did it just now. I changed, I'll just pull up the corporation here. I changed the tax rate. It was at 0%. It will be at 0% 99% of the time, um, except for specific events as the corporation goes. So I want our members to have the best bang for their buck whenever they're flying around. A lot of people make corporations just so they don't have to pay the taxes to the NPC corps. I want them to have the ability to do it here. Look at that. 4 members. um, and so the tax rate I just changed to 50%. It might sound weird, but what we want to do is have events. And we'll announce it beforehand, or we may even have a specific day of the week for a couple of hours. We set the tax rate at 50%, and as a group, go out and either do missions or do combat sites to get ISK during that time, and 50% of that ISK would go to the corporations, which would then be funneled to projects that we're working on, whether they be blueprints, whether they be structures, whether they be just helping players in general within the corporation. And that's something down the road I want to talk about, but we're not going to waste time on it here. I want to make it also a project-driven corporation. Um, uh, a great example would be my new member friend, corp mate. That's a word I need to think of. He's really good at level 4 missions. How can I help him get better at that and help other people get better at that? Are there ships that we can get, blueprints that we can get, offices that we can set up? So that is where the money would go, but it would only be made during specific periods of time, whereas at other times, if somebody wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning, they want to play, I don't want them to be spending money on um, their taxes. The other thing too is it will focus when people want to contribute to the organization, the corporation. It will say, hey, if you want to be part of this corporation in a monetary way, this is a way for you to do it. I don't want people feeling the need to donate things, ships, plex, whatever. I don't want them to do that, because then there's an obligation. I want people to be able to show up and do and have fun as a group. And then, so this is an idea. I'm not sure if it will work, but it's what I want to focus on. I think it is the fairest way of doing it, because I don't want 2 guys being able to funding the whole corporation and then being beholden to that. I want everybody to be able to join in. So, as an example, I just did a career mission to show you. We'll pull up the corporation wallet. That is not the corporation wallet. That's a market. And right here, so these are the transactions. I just did this mission that gave me 232,000 ISK, and half of it then went to a corporation tax. We go over here to our tax area, our wallet, and suddenly I had seeded 100,000 in here to take care of the logo changes, some other things. Um, and then 116,000 goes into that. Now I come right back over here into my corporation window, and I can do an edit to the details, and I can change the corporation tax back down to 0. There we go. Tax rate there. If I'm not mistaken, the entire corporation also gets a email. Let's just check in here real quick. Actually, I don't want to. I'm not going to pull up my email because I've got the. I don't want to. Actually, let's. I should be able to do that. I don't have any bad emails, but like I said, I don't want the court mates, unless they're okay with it, to be on the videos that I'm making for privacy sakes. But maybe I can. There we go. And then switch it over to communications. And I thought you get an email that the taxes change. Maybe not. Corporate. No, it does not. So it did pop up. Just go ahead and close that. It did pop up on my announcements here twice. So whenever I change it to 50%, when I change it back to 0%. So maybe that is the only way I could do it. I'll see if I can figure that out. But I also want it to be able to pop up for people so they're not hit by it right away. If there is a mistake made, like I forget to turn off the corp jump before I log off, I would 100% be able to refund it to everybody I'm on every day. But at least that's a heads up on that. So those are the tips of the day, the updates, and what we plan on doing with the corporation. Still tons to do over the weekend. Going to focus on getting a very basic Discord set up. I'm debating on a requirement to have everybody in the corporation to be able to have a microphone. And we are not, it's a small corporation. We are not going to be doing any type of account checking to begin, but down the road, whenever things get important, we might need to do that. I'm not caring about that just yet or anytime soon. Other than that, like I said, if anybody's interested in joining right off the bat, I'm not going to be outwardly advertising with a corporate advertisement and channel for at least a week. I want to leave it open to anybody who is currently watching the videos and liking them. And you don't have to bring your characters over. If you just want to join with an alt, I don't care if people have alts in major corporations or small corporations. If you want to try something new, you're more than welcome to join. The only thing I will say is when you look at the members, if I pull up my corporation members tab, and I don't want to show up because it has corporation members in it, although you could just do zKillboard and find out, but I don't care. Privacy is privacy. You can tell if somebody, the last time they were on, if it was the last day, the last week, the last month, or the last 3 months, and I think it then goes the last year. What I will probably end up doing is every time keep an eye out on the member list, and if anybody goes over 3 months without inactivity, without contacting me, I will probably remove them from the corporation, send them a mail, and let them know they're more than welcome to join back up, but due to the inactivity, they're not on there, because I don't want to have a fake member count. I want it to be active players so people know who we are and what we are at all times. So, it's going a little bit longer than I expected. We're hitting about 20 minutes. I'm going to go play. I'm going to go have some fun because that is what the game is about. And fun means just hauling stuff around. So, hey, you guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want. Heck you want. And stay alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. I need to buy the rights to that song from the Bee Gees. So, alrighty. Have a good one. Bye bye.